Happy Homebrew Wednesday. I was going to do a White IPA tasting last week, but then when I was filming, I figured out that I had pulled a Belgian IPA or Belgian Pale Ale, and I didn't have any White IPAs in the fridge. Yeah. So this carved up in about 10 days. I tried it at a friend's college football party or something, and it was nice. Yeah, the hops using this were pretty awesome. So I got it in a Columbus IPA bottle. If you've never had this beer before, it's freaking amazing. And I always try to get it when I go back and visit my parents. It's freaking delicious. Anyway, I've got Samuel Adams Perfect Pint Glass that's kind of clean. So let's give it a shot. It's a really great beer. And I once again, my fermentation temperature control is awesome, and it will continue to be awesome. I don't know what I'm going to brew next, but we'll find out later. Alright. Alright. I don't know, I always feel like since it's a whip beer, I need to put the yeast in there. Yeah. So let's let it get settled in. That freaking carbonation from the bottom. Hazy. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Let's get out the flashlight. Probably can't see. I mean, it's the perfect color pretty much, except for the haze, you know. I mean, we've got let's see if it's, yeah, in the bottom here you can see it a little better. Pretty supposed to be 4 SRM, so I'd say I got pretty close. Yeah, hazy because I put the yeast in there. It's still fairly hazy, but actually with all that wheat I used, but I mean, you know, typical color. Let's get a nose on it. It's got a very nice head retention and nice 2-finger dents, slightly off white. Let's get a nose on it. Yep. I use an ounce of coriander and an ounce of bitter orange peel in this. So you get some of that note. So let's see. It's a little cold right now, but you get some pineapple, mango, apricot type aromas, coriander, orange zest, as expected. It's peppery, so a little bit of clove. Yeah, the yeast esters definitely were really nice, but they're also quite balanced with the hops I put in there. Yeah, it's earthy kind of aromas. I mean, it's not as over the top, you know, in the nose with the hops as an IPA would, because the yeast is a Belgian yeast, and typically the Belgian yeast will kind of cut out some of those hop aromas. But overall, real pleasant, real nice. Let's give it a taste. Yeah, that wow, it's kind of let me see. Yeah, it's got that coriander, and it's got like a biscuity wheat with some grapefruit and pineapple and it's really bready. Now I don't know if it's because I poured the yeast in there, but it's got a real bready thing. But this is the first time I used the water chemistry adjustment with that everything, so it's quite dry on the finish actually. A good, yeah, there's a little bit more that I got there. Citrusy, crisp bitterness on the finish, especially what I wanted. As far as going for the whipper profile, if I had calcium chloride, I would have been able to get closer than I was, but right here is a good deal for my first time ever doing water. It's pretty much spot on. Yeah. Get a little bit of pineapple and tropical fruits from the Zythos hops, but there's definitely a lot of orange zest, because I did use Anton, which is a real strong orange pith kind of hop, and then I've got that bitter orange peel in there. There's a good amount of bitterness, but it's not overwhelming at all. I mean, it's actually pretty darn balanced. I'm sure that the yeast probably muted some of that bitterness. If I used a cleaner yeast, it'd probably been more crisp and pronounced, but as it is, it's pretty much what I want it to be. I mean, I don't know if I was able to get more of a hop presence than this. I mean, I did. I think that most recipes online don't use the whip beer, this true whip beer yeast. They use, I think, like an Abbey yeast or something for their clones of the chain breaker, which is from Deschutes. I think they use like 530 Abbey ale yeast or something. But I mean, I wanted to go, straight up. I mean, this was a recipe I made on my own. Basically, it was a little bit of hints from other people's recipes, so I decided to do it my own way as usual. Yeah, as it's warming up, I'm getting more of that tropical fruit note, and especially in the nose. It's really good. It's really bready, like super bready, but it's not a bad thing at all. I'd say I got pretty close to what I wanted to go for. I mean, keep on trying different stuff just for fun. I mean, usually turns out awesome. Anyway, it's freaking good stuff. I don't know what I'm going to be brewing next. I have been thinking about doing the clone for Dorman's Dark Ale from Pelican Pub and Brewery. I had a bottle of it a couple weeks ago, and it's just a fantastic brown ale. And I think that I'm going to give another brown ale a shot, because that first brown ale that I had that had the zinc washers and it got all fruity on me. Yeah, I'm gonna use a clean American ale yeast this time on a brown ale and mash it like 155 to get some malt backbone, and then it should be good. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so we get voting day off, and then we get another Veterans Day and or something. So I've got a couple days off, random days off from work that I have to take, so I'll probably brew on one of those days. This Saturday is Teach a Friend to Brew Day at the Homebrew Supply Shop, and I don't know if I'm going to be brewing that day. It's probably going to be frigid, and I'm not a fan of brewing in cold weather. I mean, if I had like a garage or something, that'd be alright, but brewing outside in freezing cold, I don't know if I want to do that, but definitely going to be brewing again soon. I haven't brewed since, what, September or something. So, yeah. Anyway, this great beer. I'm going to keep doing the water chemistry adjustment stuff. Yeah, tropical fruit and orange stuff. Sweet. Cheers.